If you haven't seen, I did a glue assist video a little while back, and I got comments on that both on YouTube and from some people that it would just take way too long to do a glue assist. That will never work. There's no way you could install a floor in a reasonable amount of time. I'm gonna start my timer. I don't have any of my equipment on the panel at all, so this is like a full setup on the job, starting now. So here's how I install with the glue assist. I prefer the Serpentine method, and what I do is I can rack my floor out ahead of time. I can go as far as I want as long as I have a good board width gap in between the floor that's racked out and the floor that's nailed. I'm just gonna run a bead of glue down. I'm gonna nail my first board in place, and then I place every board after that tight to the first board, nail the first board in place because I don't want to punch it down whenever I try to hit the other boards into it. And then I'm just going to go down the line and nail it all the way through the row. I do each row at a time because I'm using a Primatech Q550 and it just nails faster when I can roll all the way down the line as opposed to pick it up and transfer it to other boards, like if you've got a big stair step going on or something like that. So here we go. I'm just gonna do my Serpentine with a good, healthy bead of glue. I'm gonna place and nail my first board. And then I place the rest of my row tight to my first board. And then I nail the rest of the row. Okay, so what I do, I have my floor racked out ahead of time with a good board width gap in between the floor I've nailed and the floor that's racked out. I run my bead of glue down the whole row. Then I'll nail my first board in place so it's solid. Every board can push against that without driving it down into the wall. Nail the first board in place every board after the first board, nail down the whole row. Rinse, repeat. One hour, 43 minutes, shooting an instructional video, pulling my equipment in. Pretty happy with that. Ooh, man, I'm tired. We're done. This is 200 square feet, an hour and 45 minutes, trying to simulate as best as I could an actual flooring install. Bringing my equipment in. Now, granted, this is a square room, didn't have a lot of cuts, and I just got to fly across it. But 200 square feet, 6-inch floor, hour and 45 minutes, slow installer. I have never been a fast installer. So that's how I do a glue assist. I like the Serpentine method best just because I can rack out my floor, I can install decently fast, but mostly it holds the floor well enough. But if you ever have a problem and need to tear a floor out, it's not gonna be a nightmare. I've had people say, I just wanna go full trowel glue all the way. My floors are never coming out. Yeah, until you have an event that's not planned for, a leak, or somebody drops a frying pan on a board that needs to be replaced, or whatever. So glue assist holds the floor, or sorry, Serpentine holds the floor good enough without overholding it, in my opinion, and I'm still able to move at a pretty good clip. Let me know what you think. Let me know how I can get faster and the techniques that I can improve on with this. Let me know if you do it differently and what you think about this glue assist install. Don't forget to like and subscribe.